Namaste. Welcome to my channel. On astrology, I've been doing programs on media, and I would like to say proudly that I was the first person in India to come on live in Kannada channels way back in 2004 and 5. Yes, definitely I wanted to give a new idea or new meaning to this science, everlasting science. I don't know when it has started. From time immemorial, this science has been prized because it can give a lot of things for the human development. What is astrology? What is astronomy? Astronomy, as we all know, is the movement of the planets in the galaxy. Then what is astrology? The first prefix for both astro is the same for both astronomy and astrology. And astronomy is the movement of the planets. Astrology is the effects of the planets on the living beings on the earth, that too on human beings. It may be funny, somebody may ask, planets are so far, stars are so far, will they have an effect on the earth? Yes, they do have an impact on the earth. Their rays constantly, continuously comes. We all know that it takes almost 9 minutes for the sunlight to reach the earth. If it is little hot, we start grumbling. If it is little cold, we start shivering. All these things, why it happens? They are very far. How they can create an impact on us? Science sometimes may not answer some of the questions pertaining to empirical science, cause and effect. The true science is the same all over the world. The empirical science is different. We ourselves have North Pole, South Pole, where extreme cold conditions are there. The same country we have very severe summer, very severe winter. Can science stop all these things, natural phenomena? No, but the ancient Rashis and Munis of our India has given ample lot of information regarding all these natural phenomena. One such thing I would like to discuss today is the lunar eclipse, which is going to occur on the 7th of September 2025 on Sunday between night 9 hours 21 minutes to 1 early morning, next day 8th early morning 1:20 till 1:20 am. We have all studied in geography that what is lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, how the earth, moon is going around the sun, what is the gravitational pull each as on the other thing. It is believed by scientists also. They have proved that the ebbs and tides of the sea goes up and down during the full moon day and new moon day. New moon day we call Amavasya, full moon day we call Paurnami, because it is proved that the sea has got the same chemical contents of the blood of the human being. The earth is 70% water and 30% land. Similarly, a human body is 70% is water content and 30% is blood, bone, flesh and other things, skin. It reiterates that the life has come from water. Now the laboratory test of the blood and the sea water are the same, and it has been proved that on the full moon day the tides are more. Fishermen were advised olden days not to go for fishing on either new moon day or full moon day, because there will be big tides during full moon day or lower ebbs which can suck into the water on new moon days. When the solar rays and the lunar rays affect the earth, these chemical imbalances can definitely work on human body. We are made of the 5 basic elements: fire, earth, air, ether, and water. The blend of all these 5 elements into our body makes us survive, live, and continue the life. Whereas the 5 natural elements outside, one is enemy to other. If fire is doused with water, fire will go down. If there is a breeze, fire will go up. But that is mixed in such a balanced mixture in our body that our body can maintain all these 5 elements. Scientists, doctors know, pathologists know that what we have, the hydrochloric acid in the stomach, if it is taken out and put on the hand, it can make a hole on the hand. That much that we call Jatarakni. Jatarakni means Jatara Agni. Jatara means stomach, Agni means the fire. Likewise, a man stands, his leg is on the earth. Second is lower portion of the stomach where the water gets collected and we just pass it out. It is Jala Tattva. The first is Bhumi Tattva. The second is water Amsha. Then next comes to the chest where we inhale air and exhale. Inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. It is the Vayu Tattva, air. And next we do the Chintana, that is air Tattva, and again it goes above. So like that, the 5 elements, even to cook rice, we require all the 5 elements. There should be rice, there should be a pot, which is metal or pot, whichever it is. There should be Agni, fire, and there should be air, and then we have to close and keep a gap, that is Akasha, ether. So without that, we cannot even cook our food. When these 5 elements are constantly ruling the earth, the contents of the earth and the life on the earth, the impact of the planets on the earth, that too on human beings, that too on living beings, is more precise and more active. It is believed or it is seen that even scientists accept that sun and moon are the biodegradable agents on the earth. Means to say, anything has to survive requires sun's light as well as moon's grace. For example, if you put a small seed on the earth, if you don't water it, it will get dried up. There is a big sun, it will get dried up. Okay, if you keep on putting water, it will get decomposed. So, more of water leads to decomposition, more of sunlight leads to dryness. So, if life has to survive on the earth, any life for that matter, both sunlight and moonlight, or sun's rays or moon's rays, are very, very, very important. Even you throw a small piece of iron on the street, let it be there for 3-6 months, let it undergo the air, earth, rain, heat, everything, it will get rust. There is a rust formed. And everything is biodegradable. That's why the whole country, whole world is fighting against plastic, because it is not degradable. We are coming out with new versions of plastics where the biodegradability is assured. 150 years plastics will not degrade. What is degradation? I would say life and death itself is a degradation. Just we come into the existence, that is birth, we get disintegrated. What is change? Change is disintegration. Nothing can be made on the earth or destroyed. It is the law, scientific law. One gets the shape of other. The mud gets the shape of a pot, then the pot gets broken and again it becomes mud. So there can be nothing created or destroyed, but it can be given different shapes. Human life is also like that. It is under the grace of all the planets, that too by sun and moon. Okay, now come to the point that sun and moon are the constant ray producers which reaches the earth, and it makes the life survive. Birth is there, death is there. What if there is no sun's rays or moon's rays reaches the earth for some time? If it is too hot, we grumble. If it is too rainy, we say, what is this hell? Hell and earth we see during rainy days or sunny days. We need not go to the hell or ever. But what happens? As I said, constantly the rays of sun and moon reach and bounce on the earth. Thereby, it makes many things survive, many things gets destroyed. If it is old enough, it gets destroyed. If it is young enough, it grows. So during such an act, there is an eclipse, the natural astral phenomena where the sun, moon, earth, it is solar or lunar, whatever eclipse it can be, it occurs. Sometimes it is partial, sometimes it is full. This time on 7th of September 2025 Sunday, it is full lunar eclipse. What is full? See, we say umbra, penumbra, sometimes it is partial. Many people have confusion that even astrologers or philosophical thinking people may not know the real difference between what is a full eclipse, lunar eclipse, and partial lunar eclipse. Sometimes the shadow of the earth falls on the moon. Sometimes the moon itself comes in front of the sun, earth itself comes in front of the moon. There is a difference. Somebody is standing there, my shadow falls on him. I may be on the either side of him, my shadow falls, but sometimes I am just in front of him. There is a different results for all this umbra, penumbra, partial or full, total, lunar or solar eclipse. Unfortunately, in India, we don't have the lunar eclipse or solar eclipse for the next 10 years. Lunar eclipse do come once in a year or twice in a year. This year it comes on the 7th Sunday. It has an impact on the earth. Now I was talking about the biodegradability. When something, the rays don't fall on the earth for few hours, can we assume that there is nothing is growing or nothing is getting destroyed? Because the constant rays of the earth on the earth by sun and moon destroys living beings or whatever it is. We grow, trillions of cells grow every day, trillions of cells die in our body also every day. We see lot of decomposition, dehydration, all these things going on in front of our eyes. During that 4 hours or 3 hours, if the rays don't fall on the earth by virtue of the eclipse, something on the earth is constant. It is not subjected to biodegradability. I hope you understand. The constant rays of sun and moon are biodegradable agents, but during eclipse, the rays of sun or the moon don't reach the earth. It is not assumption, it is real that even the flowers also don't bloom during that time. Or maybe slowly it will bloom, unlike the other timing. Now, that 4 hours is not subjected to biodegradability. That's why our elders have said during that time, don't have anything in your stomach. Don't eat anything. Don't do Superman activities. Don't do this, that and all too much. Whatever requires more strength and more mental strength to do an activity, stop that. Because whatever we eat, the 4 hours, see, if there is more of sunlight, we digest more. If more of winter, we don't digest. Even urination differs. Excretions differ during all the seasons. So that way, when we don't eat, we keep rest to the stomach, all the digested food are excreted. That's why we say before eclipse, 4 hours, 5 hours before eclipse, don't eat anything. People may say funnily, what if we ate, what will happen? No, it can become a unsaturated fat. Do you mean to say that a fat person is there, he is holding all the food he has eaten? No. It has converted into toxins, it has converted into fat and it is resting on his body, thereby there are other diseases follow. If you are too fat, there is a disease. Too toxin, there is a disease. All these things can happen. So that's why people have said, elders and Rashis and Munis have said that on the day of eclipse, actually the eclipse starts at 9:30 this time, night. 5 hours before, 5:30, 6 o'clock, finish your dinner of the day. You want to have really good health, good sleep, good improvement in your life, or your mental balance has to be maintained, because even Westerners have accepted the bad moon is called, a person with bad mind is called lunatic. The word lunatic is derived from astrology into the Oxford Dictionary. People with unstable mind, they cannot decide things better. That's why the phases of moon is accounted to the mind. Purusha Sukta, the Vedic mantra also says, Chandrama Manaso Jata. The manas or the thinking of a person depends upon the moon. Creative people have a good moon, depression people have a bad moon. All these things are very scientific. Empirical science, cause is different, effect is different. Thereby, what our Rashis and Munis have done, those 4 hours, nothing is degradable on the earth. Let us do something which is going to be constant. What they have done? They started doing jap tap. They have started doing meditation. They have started doing concentration. They started thinking good things. They started inventing some new things. They started praying God in the house, near the temple, near the seashore, near the riverside, near the people tree. Multifold benefits, multifold results have come for all that. Well, you must have got the idea. Eclipse time, there is no rays reaching on the earth, not subjecting the earth to the biodegradability. At the same time, something we do which attains constant results for us. So, whole year you pray and whole year you do meditation may not give much results or may give little results. During eclipse, if you pray, you will get multifold results, manifestation of your japas. Because that japa, what you do, is not subjected to biodegradability. The whole universe is of ions, positive and negative ions. If you don't know any mantra, any japa, sit back and relax and think of your good old days, happy moments. Talk to your friends. But avoid smoking, drinking, eating too much, that too non-vegetarian food. Definitely, if at all you have a disease in your body, it is the accumulation of your toxins, which may be the reason of your thoughts or your lifestyle. Nowadays, all the diseases, doctors say it is stress, more stress. You may say it is night, no. Why should I worry? Can I go for sleep? Okay. Have little empty stomach. If you don't eat one day, you may not die or you may not get hospitalized, you may not get dehydrated. But if you eat well and sleep, the food which you have taken may become a toxin and it may get deposited somewhere in your gut and which may create a problem for you. So this is the secret of the eclipse, what our elders or Rishi Munis have created. Blessing in disguise. Even something is not good, there you try to find something good and try to stick on with that. Many temples, the Utsav Murtis are molded. The 5 elements, they say, iron, gold, copper, bronze, silver, all these things brought into, they have melted it and made beautiful Utsav Murtis. Melting all these metals, they require different degrees. Iron requires 800 degrees, gold requires 600 degrees, silver requires 300 degrees, copper requires 200 degrees. How metallurgy? Metallurgy was born in India. They have done reverse engineering. They heated it up for 800 and immediately they brought down it to 600, then put gold, then put silver, then bring it down to 100 and try to melt the copper and give a shape. We can go and see any metal is subjected to degradability. I can prove this degradability. Gold also loses its shine. Copper and silver gets oxidized, but you go in a classical old temple, 1,500 years back they have made the Utsav Murti. That is still shining. They don't apply any polish. Just do the abhishekam. They just do with milk and water and abhishekam, which is glowing. So, if it is externally for a product, subjectively, if it can do so much of good, objectively, the subject is body, the object is our thinking, our lifestyle, all our good things. So, this time it occurs on 7th. Please do take care. Do some japas and tapas, meditation, good thinking. Mundane astrology, the universal astrology is a part of eclipse also. What can happen on the earth? Does it affect only the human being? I said it affects all things on the earth. Tsunamis are recognized by animals, crows and birds. Tsunamis or big calamities in the sea can happen only during Amavasya or Purnami. Mental patients become very erratic during Amavasya and Purnami. Schizophrenics have very big problem. All these things goes on moon. In mundane astrology, almost 1 month back itself, big disaster, big floods all started over India. Northeast is full of water, north is full of water, cloudburst is there. Kerala, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, North Karnataka, everywhere flood. We see no rain 1 year, we see heavy rain, we cannot retain the water. Such a calamities are happening. It is 1 month before it started, another 2 months it will be there. Any solar eclipse have impact for 6 to 8 months on the earth. Lunar eclipse can have impact on 3 to 4 months, 1 month before and 2 months after. There will be wars. There war is going on. India-Pakistan war had happened. Now Ukraine, Russia is going on. What is the state of mind? Why people go for fight? Are they lunatics? Are they mad to fight so much, lose so much of life? They play. If somebody knows the fact of planets, they will all get disciplined. It is an awareness subject. Astrology is an awareness subject. It is not a remedy subject. If you are aware, there is no requirement of remedy. Now on that, there is a Digbala, directional results. Rains have become more. Then Afghanistan, China and other countries will have natural calamities. And the star value, gold price will go up. So nobody need to worry too much about the eclipse. It is a natural phenomena which has got something to tell the earth that the balance of justice and goodness is going down. The Grahana's impact will be more. And people regain their lost wisdom and try to live with nature, live in harmony with nature. It will definitely give the rain and sunshine equally. This year it is going to be a little tough on the natural calamities. Let us all pray the Almighty that nothing goes wrong. We all survive for the betterment. Let us not fight against the nature. Let us praise the nature and live with it. For more information, please subscribe to my channel. I'll come often with a lot of astrological facts and universal truths. Namaste.